Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting back to basics, really fundamental stuff. English greetings and introductions.
Yeah, the absolute starting point for any conversation.
Exactly. And we've got this language learning podcast script you sent over. Our mission today is to, really unpack it.
Go beyond just listing phrases, right? Look at the nuances.
Precisely. We want to make these first steps clear, memorable, and, useful for anyone listening. Maybe you're traveling, starting a new job, or just want to connect better in English.
And this script gives us a great foundation. It lays out the core phrases, but there's always more underneath, isn't there? The social side of it.
Absolutely. It's about decoding those first moments of connection.
Okay, so where do we start? Saying hello.
Let's do it. Part 1. Saying hello. The script lists the usual suspects. Hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
And the more casual, hey.
Right, hey. Now, the time-specific ones, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The script gives the standard times.
Before noon for good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, and then noon to, 5 p.m. for good afternoon?
Roughly, yeah. And then good evening after that, after 5 p.m.
Seems simple enough. But does it always work like clockwork? Or can it feel a bit stiff sometimes?
So that's a good point. I mean, technically, yes, those are the times. But context is huge.
How so?
Well, imagine walking into the office late, say 11:50 a.m., and someone chirps, good morning.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, technically right, but maybe feels a little odd if your day's just starting.
Exactly. Or saying good evening the second the clock hits 5:01 p.m. might feel a bit abrupt sometimes. There's a social flow that matters just as much, maybe more.
Okay, so read the room, not just the clock.
Pretty much.
The script also brings up that Forrest Gump line.
Yes. Hello, my name is Forrest Gump.
Such a simple, direct intro. Why does that stick with us?
Well, it's completely straightforward, isn't it? No frills. It matches the character.
True.
And in a first meeting, that kind of clarity can be really helpful. Cuts through any potential awkwardness, Just lays it out there.
Sets a clear starting point. Makes sense. Okay, moving on to actually introducing ourselves, part 2.
Making that first impression.
The script gives us the standards. My name is your name. I am your name. Or usually, I'm your name.
Yeah, it's definitely more common in spoken English, a bit more relaxed.
And then the essential, nice to meet you.
Absolutely crucial, that positive signal.
So examples like, hello, my name is Sarah, or hi, I'm Ali, nice to meet you. Standard stuff.
The building blocks, you can't really go wrong with those.
Then for a bit of flavor, we get the James Bond reference.
Bond. James Bond.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Who are you?
Bond. James Bond.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
My name's Bond.
Very cool, very stylized. Not really for meeting your new boss, probably?
Probably not. But what's interesting there is how it creates an instant image, a brand.
Right. It's memorable, confident.
Exactly. It shows the power of delivery, even if it's, a movie line. It highlights making an impact, even with just a few words.
Okay, so we've said who we are. How do we ask about the other person?
The script points to what's your name as the main way.
And it mentions who are you is less common. Why is that? Is it rude?
It can be, depending on the tone and context. What's your name is just a neutral request for information.
Okay.
Who are you? Can sometimes sound a bit confrontational, like you're questioning their right to be there almost.
I see. So it carries a bit more weight.
Yeah, can imply suspicion or challenge.
Yep.
So what's your name is generally the safer, friendlier bet for a first meeting.
Stick with what's your name. Got it. The script then gives a little example dialogue. Let's see.
Yeah, putting it together.
Person A. Hi, my name is Anna. What's your name?
Person B. I'm Ben. Nice to meet you.
Person A. Nice to meet you too. Simple. Effective.
It shows that natural back and forth, greeting, names exchanged, and the polite closing from both sides. Nice to meet you too is key there.
The reciprocal part. Okay. So after the names, what often comes next? How are you? That's part 3.
Right, the polite follow-up.
And the script lists common replies. I'm fine, thank you. I'm good. I'm okay. Not bad.
Even I'm great if you're feeling enthusiastic.
Is this question always like a genuine inquiry into someone's deep feelings? Or is it more?
More of a social convention, often. Especially in, say, American English, it functions a lot like a secondary greeting.
Like you're not always expecting a long, detailed answer.
Exactly. Often, a short positive reply like, fine, thanks, or good you, is all that's expected or even wanted in quick interactions. It keeps things moving.
It's a social lubricant, as the original script put it.
That's a good way to put it. And you absolutely need to return the question, usually.
Right, the script mentions, how about you? Or, and you.
Yeah, shows you're engaged in the two-way street of conversation. Basic politeness.
And then there's the pop culture example, Joey from Friends.
How you doing?
Definitely a different vibe there.
Totally different. Very informal, often flirtatious. It shows how much tone and context matter. You wouldn't use that in a job interview.
No, definitely not. Okay, so part 4 is about practice, putting it all together.
Getting comfortable with the sounds and the flow.
The script lists the basic greetings again for repetition. Hello, hi, good morning, and so on.
Repetition helps build that muscle memory, makes it automatic.
Then full sentences. Hello, my name is John. Hi, I'm Mary. Nice to meet you.
See how they often combine the greeting and intro?
Yeah, it flows naturally. Good morning, I'm Tom.
Or hi, I'm Leela, how are you? Straight into the next step.
And the reply, I'm fine, thank you. And you. It really is like building blocks.
Simple pieces, but you combine them to build the conversation.
Now, part 5 touches on something important. Cultural stuff. Beyond the words.
Yeah, greetings aren't universal, are they?
Definitely not. The script mentions handshakes being common in the US and UK.
Right. Compared to, say, bowing in Japan.
Or hugging and kissing, like in some European or Latin American countries.
It's a good reminder that nonverbal communication is just as vital. These actions reflect deeper cultural norms.
So what's the general rule for English-speaking places, according to the script?
It suggests a handshake and a smile are usually the safest, most standard approach for first meetings.
Okay, good default. And what about seeing someone again? Not the first time.
Yeah, the script adds phrases for that. Nice to see you again.
Or the very informal, long time no see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how have you been?
Yeah.
Which implies a bit more time has passed, asks for a slightly more detailed update than just, how are you?
So these signal familiarity.
Exactly. A different level of connection.
All right, part 6 gives us a full sample conversation, a role play.
Let's see how it all fits.
Okay, A starts, good morning.
B replies, good morning, how are you?
A, I'm good, thank you, and you?
B, I'm great, what's your name?
A, my name is Alex, what's your name?
B, I'm Emma, nice to meet you.
And A finishes, nice to meet you too.
There you go, a perfect little mini conversation. Greeting, check-in, names, polite closing, hits all the key points.
Very neat. And then part 7, a quick quiz to check understanding.
Testing ourselves.
Question 1, when do you say good morning? A, at night. B, in the morning. C, in the afternoon.
That's B, in the morning. Easy one.
Question 2, how do you ask someone's name? A, what is this? B, what's your name? C, where are you going?
Definitely B, what's your name?
And question 3, how do you reply to nice to meet you? A, thank you. B, me too. C, nice to meet you too.
C, nice to meet you too. You need that full reciprocal phrase. Me too is a bit too brief here.
Right, so just reinforcing those fundamentals.
Exactly.
Okay, so wrapping up with part 8, the key takeaways. What should listeners really remember from this?
Well, the core greetings, obviously. Hello, hi, the time of day ones.
How to introduce yourself. My name is, or hi.
How to ask their name, what's your name, and how to handle the how are you exchange.
Both asking and answering and returning the question.
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. And you, that basic pattern.
And the script mentioned using those movie clips, Forrest Gump and Bond, as memory hooks.
Little mental anchors, yeah. Can be surprisingly effective.
So really, these basics are the absolute foundation, aren't they? Getting these right opens the door.
It really does. It's not just about the words. It's about showing you understand the basic social rules, that you're making an effort to connect politely.
It builds that initial comfort and trust.
Which is huge for any interaction, whether it's ordering coffee or starting a business meeting.
So the final encouragement is practice this stuff. Use it.
Absolutely. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes.
Okay, so here's a final thought, something to mull over. We talked about the basics, but think about the tiny variations. How someone says hi versus hello.
Or the difference between how are you and how's it going, or you all right in British English.
Exactly. What did those subtle shifts tell you about the relationship, the region, the level of formality?
Yeah, there's a whole layer of unspoken information, even in these simple phrases.
So as you listen and speak, pay attention to those little details. what are people really saying beyond the dictionary definition?
That's where the deeper understanding of communication comes in.
A great place to leave it. Thanks for diving into these fundamentals with us today.